I'm Steve Dunsky. This is the house that my grandmother bought in 1923. My grandmother and grandfather lived in New York City. He was a journalist, she was a labor organizer. And like a lot of New Yorkers, they wanted a place in the country where their kids, could spend their summers and so on. They saw an ad in the New Yorker magazine about a farm for sale in Connecticut. So the story is that they drove up here, met the farmer, made a deal with him. He was happy, they were happy, and it's been in the family ever since. There was maybe one farmhouse on each of these hills. There were hardly any trees around, just a few trees by the houses, but most of these forests had been clear cut for the factory operations and for firewood and to create pasture for the farm animals. Part of the goal of this project is to see if we can be as sustainable as possible. The idea would be to be able to grow our own food, have our own well, and produce our own energy. And I think that's a model for the future, that idea of localizing our sources of sustenance, whether that's energy, water, or food. Demolition is going to start in just a few days, and I'm glad won't be here to see it, actually. I don't know if I could take that. But yeah, we'll be taking down part of the house, but we'll be putting up an even larger structure. The bathroom is a mess. The kitchen is not functioning as a kitchen. It's a part of the house that really is not worth saving from even a historic standpoint. The rest of the house will be gutted, but largely saved in its original configuration. In order to achieve the kind of goals that we want to achieve, we have to employ this technology: solar panels, energy recovery ventilation systems, a very tight thermal envelope with a lot of insulation. At the end of the day, we'll have a very comfortable house, but in some ways, it'll be a very different house in terms of how it functions from what we had before.